Have you ever wondered what separates a good decision maker from a truly great one? Well, it's often not about raw intelligence, but a very specific way of thinking. Today, we're diving into that powerful framework, mental models. Think of them as a secret weapon for seeing the world way more clearly.
So yeah, how do they do it? The world's sharpest minds. Is it just a higher IQ, or do they have some kind of tool that the rest of us are missing out on? The good news is it's not a gift you're born with. It's actually a skill you can learn.
This advice right here comes from the legendary Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's right-hand man. And he's not mincing words, is he? He's basically saying that without a full toolbox of these mental models, you're walking into life's biggest challenges at a massive disadvantage. So, the stakes are pretty high.
Let's be real. We all think inside a box. It's a box that's shaped by our own experiences, our own biases. But what if there was a way to break out of that? Well, there is. It's a proven framework that top performers use to consistently make better choices in, pretty much every area of their lives.
And that framework is all built on this one core concept, mental models. This right here is the key to seriously upgrading your thinking. So what exactly are they?
The best way to think of a mental model is like a map, right? The map isn't the actual city, but it's a simplified representation that helps you navigate it. It shows you how things work. So the more maps you have and the more accurate they are, the better you can handle any challenge life decides to throw at you.
So what do these models actually do for you? Well, they're incredibly powerful thinking shortcuts. They let you take super complex problems and simplify them. They help you predict what's going to happen next. And maybe most importantly, they help you avoid those common mental traps and biases that trip most people up all the time.
Okay, so here's the secret. It's not about having just one favorite model. The real key is to build a diverse toolbox. You need different maps for different terrains, right? So let's crack open that toolbox and look at a few powerful ones you can start using, like today.
All right, our first tool is something called second-order thinking. Most people only see the immediate result of an action. This model forces you to see the ripple effects. It's the difference between playing checkers and playing chess with your life.
You see, most of us, we stop at the first consequence, the immediate result. But great thinkers, they always ask the next question. And then what? They follow that chain of effects, really hunting for those hidden, long-term consequences that nobody else sees.
This breaks it down perfectly. First-order thinking is simple. Giving free food helps hungry people right now. That's obviously good. But second-order thinking asks, okay, but what happens after that? You might unintentionally create dependency, or you could hurt local farmers. Seeing both sides of that coin, that's the key to making a truly wise decision.
Next up is a model you've probably heard of, but honestly, very few people truly master it. It's the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle, and it's all about finding the vital few things among the trivial many.
The core idea here is so simple but so powerful. In almost any area of your life, a few things matter way more than everything else combined. We're talking roughly 80% of your results will come from just 20% of your efforts. The power of this model is learning how to identify that critical 20%.
Just think about it for a second. In your job, a handful of key tasks probably create most of your real value. In your relationships, a few key people probably bring you most of your happiness. The whole game is to find that super productive 20% and just pour your energy into it.
Our third model is called inversion. And this is a beautifully simple, kind of counterintuitive trick for solving really tough problems. All you have to do is turn them completely upside down.
So most people ask, how can I be successful? But inversion flips that question right on its head. It asks, what would absolutely guarantee my failure? See, by identifying all the ways you could possibly fail, you can just make a plan to avoid those things. And this is it in a nutshell. Instead of chasing this vague idea of success, you just systematically avoid doing stupid things. Like Charlie Munger would say, it's often way more important to avoid doing something dumb than it is to try to do something brilliant.
And our final model for today is feedback loops. This tool helps you understand those hidden forces that cause some things to spiral out of control, for better or for worse, while other things seem to stay perfectly stable no matter what.
So you've really got two types here. Positive feedback loops amplify change. The classic example is a viral video. More views lead to more shares, which leads to, you guessed it, more views. It just snowballs. Then you have negative feedback loops, which stabilize things. A thermostat is the perfect example. It corrects the temperature to keep the room stable. Knowing which loop you're in, that is a strategic superpower.
Okay, so we've got a few really solid tools, but how do you build the whole toolbox and actually, put it to use in the real world?
Here's a simple 4-step plan. First, study across different fields. Great models come from everywhere: psychology, biology, economics, you name it. Second, look back on your past decisions. Ask yourself which models could have helped me see things more clearly. Third, keep a list, just a simple journal of your favorite models to keep them top of mind. And fourth, and this is where the real magic happens, layer them. Don't just use one model. Look at a problem through several at once, like using the 80-20 rule and inversion on the exact same challenge.
So, let's zoom out and bring this all together. What is the one big idea you should walk away with today?
It's this. Better thinking is not a gift. It's a skill. It's like a muscle. And by deliberately collecting and using these mental models, you are actively training your mind to become sharper, clearer, and way more effective.
We'll close with one last thought from Charlie Munger. It's such a powerful reminder that building up all this knowledge isn't just a selfish act. It's about understanding the world so you can navigate it better and maybe help others do the same.
And so we'll leave you with a question to think about. Look at a challenge you're facing right now in your own life. Which one of these models will you use first to see it through a new, more powerful lens?